we're going.
I hate you.
Andrea's not here, so someone has to pick up the slack, man.
No, they do not.
Yeah, they do.
Nobody has to do that.
It's in her honor, man. See, you think it's funny.
Ah.
Bork, 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 bork.
Oh, hush.
Yeah, I'm seeing the stream.
Hunter. Meow? Meow?
You might be muted, Hunter.
Ooh, my bad.
I was wondering. Yeah.
Welcome back to Fallout Broken Souls. And I am Hatter, that's how I roll Wilton. And these are my lovely 5 players. Because Andrea could not make it today due to school, which is perfectly fine. School should come first. And we almost had a moment with the legendary Ellen Cam. And last time on Fallout Broken Souls, the party stopped by Riverside, and they talked about a couple of things with people. They caught up with the growing collection of NPCs that they have at Riverside, seeing how they are all going, and they seem pretty well. Clark and 30 got laid.
Mm-hmm.
So, technically also Oswin. So, it's cool. And,
Meanwhile, Jude napped on the cold linoleum floor. Actually, no, Ditz was nice enough to give them a bed.
yes. And Ditz talked with, had a little heart-to-heart with Gloria to make sure she would be fine. And then they went to the Followers of the Apocalypse. A long stretch to the Followers of the Apocalypse. And there they found that the compound had expanded quite extensively. And that a
Robot.
yes, they find a giant robot building and helping to support specific areas. And it turns out that it was created by Trick, who got out of the robot, and very scared child came over to Jude and Oswin. And Oswin, calling back to like 20 to 30 sessions ago, forgave Trick for what had happened. And then someone commented on why we didn't end on something evil. So, and no one
Guilty.
stopped me when I said, sure, we can end on something evil. And for a brief moment, they caught a radio broadcast. Only Pulse caught a radio broadcast called LL Radio. And a woman was singing Iris very beautifully. And then they lost the signal. Also, just for a quick reminder, you did do weapon stuff at Riverside.
Okay, cool.
I don't think... Oh, crap, I totally forgot to make Devil's Advocate.
So we'd say post it at some point out of the stream or something.
Sorry, what was that?
I wasn't there for that session, so I don't know. What happened?
Oh, you mean at some point we can retroactively figure out if Pulse spot anything?
Oh yeah, sure, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything everyone wants to do at the Follows the Apocalypse?
Jude will mostly be hanging out with their kids.
Clark is gonna go around cooking in his wonderful chef hat and apron for everyone. Mostly the kids, especially. Also,
the kids entertained.
I'm sorry to inform you all that I have leveled Clark and he now has a plus 13 to stealth.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Also, can you send me the abilities that you picked up?
Yeah.
So, that all happened.
Pretty soon, Clark isn't going to have to roll to stealth. It's just going to happen.
I mean, he technically will because, like, you know, enemies, if they roll a nat 20 and have a high enough perception, then they might see him.
Also,
but,
fuck nat ones.
Yeah, but, like, yeah, he's still gonna have to roll, but yeah, pretty soon it's gonna become pretty, you know, almost guaranteed.
I think Pulse would be tinkering with cybernetics and stuff.
Okay. Because Jude's hanging out with the kids, you would know in character that, especially in the garage, that all of the blueprints of weapons that they had before are gone, and it's only like construction blueprints and like maintenance bot things. And
Smarty?
Hmm?
Are you there?
Yeah, why?
Okay, yeah. Just wondering.
Okay.
So I guess from the current point in the timeline, Pulse has just heard that broadcast.
Yes.
Okay.
She just heard the broadcast, and before she could actually like make sense of what she was hearing and grab anyone's attention, she lost it.
Yeah. So she kind of records all the news broadcasts from Smack, but I don't think she'd have time to record this.
Probably not, considering like it popped up, you went, huh, click, heard like maybe 5 seconds of it, and then lost the signal.
Okay. So you said it was something about the cloud layer party?
Yeah, when you cleared the oh fuck. When the cloud layer parted just right, you were able to catch a signal.
Pulse will try to fly upwards, trying to get a signal.
Are you kidding me?
That's one way to do it.
Okay. I don't even know. Oh, 1 sec.
I mean, Lazarus Labs radio.
Yeah, it's fair that she's not gonna leave that alone. But
Nope.
also, poor Hunter didn't see this coming.
Nope.
But I'm going to do this thing. Oh, wait. She can fly.
Word of warning, if Pulse tells the rest of the group what exactly the song was, Clark is gonna lose his shit, so just word of warning.
Yep. I think Pulse wouldn't really realize the significance, but I think she'd maybe put together that LL radio is something to be looked into.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
maybe it might have something to do with Lazarus Labs.
Yeah, but like, I'm just saying that, like, you know, if someone's like, "Oh, what was the song?" And she's like, "Well, it went a little. I remember these words, these lines." Then, yeah, Clark's gonna lose his shit.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, just warning you guys, Clark's gonna lose his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh man, you're flying.
She
It's
has
signal.
wings. She might as well use them.
I know,
Yep.
but like I'm just like laughing at like I'm just imagining myself in Hunter's shoes. I mean, especially now that I'm a DM and I'm
I
just
mean-
like
Well, an offhanded comment about you not doing something makes you do something, and then there's cascading of effects that you didn't think about when you made that decision to say something.
it's just
Yeah.
like
Also,
hey,
Okay.
ask Trick about maybe a radio receiver.
Hunter.
Yes.
It's just like does the roof of the building have a helicopter landing pad? Sure, why not?
Please
Host
tell
up
me.
rats.
Please tell me that at some point I have done stuff like that to you, Bucky.
No, but
Uh,
stuff like that has happened to you.
I'm sure
Yes, that's true.
I'm sure you have, Eli. I just can't remember anything quite as egregious as the fucking hose rat incident.
15 minutes well spent. Anyway, Blazer says as Pulse gets above the cloud cover, I got one ball.
Got one bar. The Wi-Fi around here is atrocious.
What is the wasteland? So what okay, so what would you get?
Well, I mean, they'd keep broadcasting, wouldn't they?
I'm just trying to like, okay, so you're right there. What would you just trying to think of like what the distance of your receiver would have at that height.
Could Pulse maybe boost that by turning herself into a receiver?
The entirety of yourself into a receiver?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna start getting messages through the gold filings in your teeth.
I mean, that's not a completely absurd idea. Have you ever done the trick where if you can't find a car and you have one of those, and it's too far away for your fob to make it beep, you can put it underneath your chin and open your mouth to turn your head into an antenna to make the signal travel further?
I've never heard of that, but that sounds super cool.
Also, she's metal.
Fine. Roll science, and I'm gonna make it tough.
Oh wait, I actually gotta log in. Sorry about the background noise. Wow.
That one.
You get negative bars.
Yes, you accidentally damage your receiver a little bit, and you're gonna have a reduced range for a while.
Ah, that's
Oopsie.
really bad.
You're gonna re-roll that.
Yeah.
Fine.
Gonna re-roll that.
So you would have
34.
rolled a 34. You make yourself into an antenna.
Oh, poor Hatter.
Now, hold up.
You're so...
Ellen, I want to remind you this was your decision.
Oh,
sorry.
shit.
Because I looked at my map and I realized that there's something closer to you right now than Lazarus Labs, so you're going to pick it up first. And I need you to make me...
Depends on the frequency she's listening to.
I need you to make
But
me...
yes.
I need you to make me a will save.
Oh, good
Roll
thing
me.
I
Oh.
increased her will a little bit.
Roll me. Will.
Passes.
By how much?
By 12.
Oh, damn, so close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was giving you a -10 penalty.
Mhm.
Oh.
So you just passed, just barely.
Yeah,
As
if I hadn't put something into will, I wouldn't have.
That last minute save.
As you're like flipping through several radio broadcasts, pop up on your Pit Boy, and you're having to go through each of them, bit by bit, and you flip to one, and you just start hearing what is by no means at all any form of language you understand. It doesn't sound like it barely sounds like a language. It sounds ancient and it's just bad. Like it makes your skin crawl just hearing it.
Ancient aliens.
Is it a fucking Dunwich station?
And you very quickly get the sense that you should probably not listen to this radio station
I
anymore.
was gonna listen to any other radio station.
LL Radio. Let's go.
What is? You also receive it's. You turn to another radio station that actually doesn't have a name. It just has like a designation number, and you just hear like.
I was just gonna record that and decode it.
Okay. What's your science? +16.
Yep.
It's gonna straight up tell you that you know that this is like short broadband information spikes. So someone is sending out and someone is receiving information of short range radio.
Okay.
Because of this like particular noise, it's probably not audio. It's probably video or some form of other communications.
Is it clear enough to be decoded on any of the formats she knows?
You'd have to spend some time decoding it, and the image definitely would not be of the highest quality that it is being sent, but you would be able to get like a. Okay, that's
definitely record it at least.
Okay.
And then spend time later to decoding it.
I gotta.
Sorry, I was just when you were making those noises, I thought either they have dial-up in the wasteland or somebody left the microphone on the Roomba.
Someone left on the Roomba. So one moment. I gotta figure out what Vault 220 is.
It's about half as fun as the Vault 200 spaces above it.
The only reason they survived is because they were too high to do anything else.
Yeah.
If Pulse actually could stand listening to that scary radio station, she would triangulate it.
You can, I mean, well, you did pass your will save, so you can listen to it for a little while, but the longer you listen to it, the more and more you're gonna have to keep rolling.
Is it enough to triangulate it? Could she not listen to it, but still get the basically the signal strength?
Signal strength is... See, the issue is about signal strength is that you are using yourself as a signal booster and you are above the clouds. So your perception of distance using that measurement is skewed.
Okay.
Oh, you also pick up a radio broadcast just called 220, and it's also that kind of like short broadband radio, except it's a lot more like multi layers of the stuff.
Can Pulse record multiple radio stations at once? I mean, she's recording one while listening to others, but I don't know if she has the enough to record multiple.
I don't think you would.
Okay.
So
She'll at least, unless she has 220. What was it? 220 something?
Yeah, 220 is Jack's fault.
No, the one that's sending right now.
Yeah, no, you can record that, yes.
No, I mean, she's gonna record the other one, but this one, it's presumably a vault. Does she have it on a map?
Yes, it is Jack's fault.
Okay. So it's sending stuff. Huh. Okay. Can she live decode a little bit while still recording the other?
Which one are you trying to decode?
Decoding Jack's vaults.
That's gonna take time.
Okay. She won't bother then. We can just go back and ask Jack.
And eventually you do get a radio station called LL Radio. And you can listen in on it, and it's just playing like what it almost like sounds like some kind of like peppy march anthem music like you would play at a parade, but that's it.
Okay. She'll try flying back down to the ground and see if she can still pick up that signal.
Which signal? The LL radio?
Oh.
Apparently,
No.
Lazarus likes peppy march music and early 2000s stuff. You know, that just raises a question. How come so many villains are into operatic shit or heavy metal music? Why aren't there villains who just like to listen to shitty disco?
Lazarus
that was a villain. My vault would just be full of anime music.
Yeah, Lazarus actually, unlike Raphael, who is a connoisseur of classical music, Lazarus likes blues and jazz.
Ooh, well, that's a little different. I like that.
Smooth jazz.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, to be fair, the reason that that the operatic music in classical stuff falls in this case is because Raphael is an elitist asshole.
True. Also, can we someday have some super fundamentalist type villain who just loves Christmas music enough that they play it all year, which I believe is legally a war crime?
I mean, we are gonna do that DLC. He did say something about a church.
Oh my god.
That's
Sorry, what?
technically true. I'll stop being dumb now, though.
What about church now?
The DLC.
Yeah.
Oh yes. No, there's no Christmas music. It's just hymns and prayers and gospel the entire time.
Just
No!
casually going along the road on the car, and she's like, "Is that Jingle Bells?"
Is that Nuclear Winter? I haven't heard that song in years.
But yes, can Pulse pick up our radio on the ground with a signal boost?
You cannot.
Okay. She'll record a little bit of that, stopping the other recording.
Oh, so you're gonna fly back up and get another recording?
I thought. Oh yeah, she's gonna fly back up.
Yeah. So you're gonna fly back up, and because it takes you a while, because you got to fly all the way up,
All the
then
way up.
past the clouds, because it's not just like a thin layer; it's a thick layer of clouds. You gotta go all the way through the clouds. By the time you get back up there, it's changed to another song, and it's a bit more bluesy.
Mm-hmm.
It's oh damn, what's the song? St. James Infirmary.
Oh Lord, Hunter, please, I'm begging you, say that the Spanish Flea plays at one point.
I don't know how long is Pulse gonna record for?
Long enough to hear the Spanish Flea, please.
Let's say that. I think
Cool.
she might be into the music.
Yeah, no, because like you don't hear a lot of blues and jazz in the Wasteland. It's a lot of like, I mean, you hear a little bit, but not like the stuff that's being played. It's actually pretty good stuff.
Pulse doesn't have music taste. Well, she does. She just doesn't have any specific music taste.
So after the blues and jazz, it cuts into the Spanish Flea.
Yes.
But it doesn't last very long. It only lasts like 2 minutes, and then cuts into like another song. Probably, let's say Devil Woman. It cuts into Devil Woman.
Okay. Pulse has gotten her sample then, and she'll fly back down.
Oh my god.
And then she'll start background decoding the not Jack's fault.
I'm just sorry. The image of a cult. Eli, I love this cult. You have to make it now.
No, I don't.
A cult developing based on Christmas tree music, worshiping Santa. You're not gonna.
I could also imagine them though having like completely misinterpreting the Book of Job and reading it as the Book of Job, and like going with the classic Americana conservative of everybody wants a job and should have one, and so to get a job you have to go through like all these god awful trials.
Joe.
So Eli, are you gonna make this cult?
No, because it's really fucking dumb.
Great, because I'll use it.
It's the cult of Santa Claus.
All right, now it's Hunter's.
As in, it's a death
use
claw. It's a death claw with a Santa hat. Santa Claus.
Oh my god. Damn it, Fluffy Jim! Give me back my hat. Okay, so
Rudolph's nose is red because it's covered in blood.
Oh Jesus! And Rudolph is just is a smaller Deathclaw.
With antler-like horns instead of curly ones.
Oh Jesus! Anyway, so you're gonna start decoding the Not Jack's vault. Roll me science.
Yay. I'm probably gonna level from this. Let me actually have a
34. Another 18. Jesus. So you do, and it appears to be like how do I put this? It's binary speak.
Okay.
It's just ones and zeros.
Can she decode that to anything?
Because you have a plus 16 in science, and you're not a robotics expert, but you're pretty good with it. Computers expert. Basically, it's just kind of like 313 to location 3 Operation 1, and then
Mhm.
7 to location B, Operations 3.
Okay. So it's like computers sending instructions to each other.
Yeah, basically, it's like a central mainframe sending codes to like robots, telling them to go somewhere and do something.
Okay. Pulse is gonna. I'm gonna note that Pulse is gonna later try to triangulate this one.
Oh, do you want to do it now, or?
No, I think she has had a bit of exercise playing up and down
Okay.
a few times. Should do it later. Yes. So should try to find the others.
I mean, Clark is pretty noticeable with his chef hat and his beautiful pink apron that says "Please do nothing to the cook" on it.
And you just have to follow the noises of the exuberant, great and powerful Trixie to find Claire.
I'm gonna say, if you don't mind, Smarty, that Clark is pretty close to Claire because she has the kids that she's keeping entertained, and he is specifically cooking for the kids. So
That works.
Smarty, do you actually do like little magic tricks?
To the best of her ability, she's
Cool.
doing.
There's a little
magic
shit in the audience
tricks.
that keeps pointing out how you do all the magic tricks.
Yeah, she's just sort of brushing it off. Like secretly, she's just like "fuck you." But she's just brushing it off.
Eventually, like some like a death claw bows from underground and like destroys the stage, and he's like, "Okay, you got me. I don't know how you did that."
Okay, you got me on that one.
it was Fluffy Jim.
So
But,
give it some time, and things are gonna get a lot more magical.
Clark specifically heads over to this annoying child and hands him a bowl of shredded pancake.
He looks down at it, confused, and he looks back up at you, and then off in the distance you just hear. As this pink blood just slams into the kid.
Oh no! I didn't mean to do that!
It's too late.
No!
The kid is flat on his back. Kevin is sitting on the kid's chest. And he's just eating out of the bowl.
Clark panics.
The kid seems perfectly fine.
Like quickly grabs the bowl and lets Kevin keep eating out of it and like holds it within Kevin's reach, but like is slowly stepping away to lure Kevin off the small child.
The kid's just laying there like, yep, this is my life now.
Hold on.
Freeze frame. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
I need to PM, hold on, I need to PM Smarty real quick.
Freeze frame, record scratch. Yep, you're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
So the kid he just seems shocked and a little dazed. He like looks up at Kevin and goes, "Okay, that one's new."
Yeah. Behold the amazing powers of the great and powerful Trixie.
Roll bluff.
You little shit.
Roll bluff.
You got my PM, Smarty.
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh god.
My bluff isn't anything special.
What's your bluff?
It's just a 0, so I got a 7.
Roll a d20. Nope. Every single kid in the audience, yeah, is clapping like yeah. I've seen Kevin before, and they still believe that you just made him appear out of nowhere.
He's completely going with it. Just like, yes.
Clark carefully lures Kevin up to the stage with Trixie, sets the bowl down next to her and lets him eat next to her, and he goes, you know, he's not gonna kill you if I leave him here, is he?
Kevin
Just-
looks up and looks at you.
Let's just have a moment of staring where we both have the mutual understanding of we could probably kick each other's ass. Depending on the distance.
Who is Clark looking at?
Well, he's currently glancing between Claire and Kevin.
Okay, so when you're not looking at Kevin and he's just like locked eyes with Claire, he like clicks his neck to one side and then to the other.
I'm sorry, I need a
just take
moment.
that as mutual understanding of yeah, we know what's going on.
I'm sorry, I need a moment to PM Andrea, because that was...
From off in the distance. The pink bullet.
But yeah, no, she's keeping up the facade of the great and powerful. And it's not even a fucking facade at this point. She has fully invested in the great and powerful Trixie persona.
Secretly, this entire time, Claire was the secret identity.
Yes.
It was Trixie all along.
Dun, dun, dun.
She was playing herself.
So,
Just playing that up for the kids, but she's got around. She has an understanding with the bird.
I guess Pulse walks in.
Clark looks over at Pulse and he goes, no one got hurt. Well, hold on. Kid, did you get hurt?
he's sitting back up now. He
Okay,
seems fine.
Okay, no one got hurt.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad.
I don't know if you
Pulse
heard
will-
anything, but it was wrong. No one got hurt.
Pulse goes over to Clark and lets him know that she'll want to have a group meeting in a bit.
Oh, okay, I'll go, try to round everyone up then, I guess.
Oh, you can do that?
She just plays the evil chanting that she heard earlier, and everyone just fails their will save and all go crazy.
Right, but anyway, so yeah, Clark's like, all right, do you want us to meet you at the cart, I guess?
Yeah, around there. I'll be doing some flying around in science. If
Alright.
you want to round people up, then
Yeah, we'll all meet you there. I'll go round them up.
okay, cool.
And Clark will do exactly that. He'll go round everyone up for the meeting in the cart.
Pulse will be triangulating the computer sending thingy while that goes on.
Roll science.
Yes. Pretty good.
It's coming from like the northeast.
Might it be coming from Tower City?
No. Tower City is like
Yeah, I don't have a map. Sorry.
to the east southeast. This is coming from the northeast.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Pulse will just be doing that.
Okay.
I PM'd Dally to, hold on. I'll just say in the chat. Anyways. Yeah, one moment.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So the meeting occurs.
Yes. Okay. Pulse will put the music from the our station on, just like so people can hear it, but not so it's overpowering her speech. And she'll tell them that how it happened. So there was some sky parting stuff, and I think some radio signals bounced off and got to my bivouac. And I picked up a new radio station, radio, and it played this song. She'll pause the music. I think it went something like, and she'll
Repeat
try
the
to-
lyrics.
Yeah.
Clark is quiet for a moment and he goes, "Wait a sec. Did you say it was playing that song? Like, so just playing the
A woman
Oh.
was singing it.
Yeah, a woman was singing it. So
Clark gets up, heads to jumps out of the cart and heads to the front and starts trying to get one of the horses free.
Clark, what in the hell are you doing?
That's my mom. She used to sing that song to me all the time when I was younger. I'm going now.
Well, the
Alright.
rest of us can go then.
Yeah, you just going off half-cocked ain't gonna help nothing.
I'll meet you there.
please
No.
do
We
not.
either go together or I tie you down and we go together.
Yeah, you're not doing like us one day.
You're not pulling an Oswin.
Mhm.
It's
I know, it's your mum. It's a big important figure in your life. Trust me, but you're not going by yourself, because if you go by yourself, you're probably gonna die. And
And there
then
won't be nobody to help you.
and then what's your mum gonna do?
I'm
I know you're sneaky, but we
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know what
sneaky.
they have.
I
Yes,
can
but-
disguise myself.
Yes, but
We
this
don't know
is,
if they have like some sort of.
we don't
don't
know
know
who's there,
technology
what
they have,
technology they have, how
people
many
they
people
have.
there are.
And that's why I can go and scout ahead of time. Problem solved.
Yeah,
Jude's
but
just
you
going
need
to
us
pick
as
up
backup.
Clark around the waist.
Ah!
Thank you.
And he is squirming, but he's also Clark, so he is a noodle baby and cannot get free.
Clark, we don't want you to run off and be there. Yes, we'll probably need you to scout out, but we also want to stick close so we can back you up if anything happens.
Clark's a squirming, but he's not saying anything.
Stealth can only get you so far.
It's gotten me this far.
Yes, and what happens when you're detected? If you say I stab everyone, then that's going to be a bad idea. If you say I talk my way out of it, that's an even worse idea.
Well, I could talk my way out of it. I've done it before. How do you think I've survived this long?
Sheer dumb luck.
He looks really irritated, and he goes, "No, I survived this long because I have skill. I know what I'm doing."
Yeah, but it ain't just been you.
Yeah, very skilled, but I think this is too big of an enemy to take on.
she's in there, and I gotta get her out.
And we will. Fuck it. We'll go right now if we have to, but you're not going by yourself.
Jude looks a bit heartbroken, but then nods slowly and says, I'd be alright with going right now. But for now, to make sure you don't go off half-cocked without no
You've got
plan.
two choices, Clark. You can either go with us voluntarily, or we can force you to go with us.
Clark sighs, and he's like, put me down.
If you try and run away again, I'm gonna sit on you.
Well, I don't want my ribs to be broken, so I won't.
Jude will slowly put Clark down.
He dusts himself off, and he sighs heavily, and he says, we have... God, there's so much I wanted to do, and I guess this doesn't actually change anything, but it just reminds me that...
I mean, you kind of already knew she was there.
Yeah, exactly. But hearing it firsthand, is what set him off.
Sorry, Clark.
Look, let's get our rest tonight. Head to Jack's vault. Head to Tower City. Let's keep going as we planned. You're right. It's not good to go half-cocked. Let's get our info from Smack, head to Emerald Hills, and get our shit together there so we can make sure we do this right.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are right. I'm sorry.
Your heart's in the right place. It's just,
I can understand it. I know I'd do the same.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. If it was, it's family. You do anything for family.
I think most of us has had a situation like that. There's us when I get really upset at one point and drag y'all across the wasteland. Then Jude had to go see the kids. What else was there?
We all got this, but we just won't keep you from making the same mistakes as what we've done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lie down.
You do that. I'm gonna spend the rest of the time I got with my kid.
Yeah.
We can get going tomorrow. I'll tell Trick what's gonna happen and ask him to leave a note for Lil Red saying that I visited and that I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And is Kevin there? Hunter?
Yes.
Clark goes over, gently scoops up Kevin, and goes and lies down cuddling him.
Aww.
I don't know what's happening.
He cuddles back?
What is happening to my character?
Clarkened.
My Clarkened.
He's Alpha Clarkened.
He's the Clarkenest Clark that has ever Clarked.
Clark
He's
and
not
Clyde.
fit for this universe. Clark just starts glowing and he becomes more Clark than ever before, and he breaks the times Clark continuum.
He is Clark Prime.
Clark squared. Clark squared.
Clark cubed. Clarked. Okay, so yeah, he is trying to calm down while cuddling Kevin. And I'll leave you guys to do your thing.
Yep. So anyone else want to do anything?
I'll just be doing what I said I would off screen.
Okay. He understands. He knows that you are trying to save the world. He's okay with
Actually,
that.
I will do one thing on screen.
Ooh.
Jude, it says the reason we're leaving a little sooner than we was expecting is I think you're mature enough to understand this and to be able to deal with it. We found out that Clark's mom, who we ain't seen in a long time, is at Lazarus Labs. Don't know if we've kept you in the loop about this as much as we should, but Lazarus Labs is
He
Lazarus
stops you,
Yeah,
turns you
know.
around, and starts to push you out the door, and just says, "Go save her."
Jude nods, hugs Trick, and says, "Make sure your little brother stays informed, alright? You keep being a good kid." And Jude's gonna head back to the cart.
Yeah. You said the magic words, "Save mom."
You say that right as I post in the chat.
Yep, that's why I realized, oh, actually, Jude would want to save this.
Yep. And so he was just like, you're gonna go save Clark's mom. What are you doing still here? Go.
Well,
Go,
we
you
can't
fool.
go in the middle of the night. And
Fire,
we
you
also-
fool!
We also have preparation we need to do, but
They're
yeah,
taking
fair.
the cloak to Isengard.
Oh my god.
No.
They're taking the clock to Isengard. I can't even do the whole thing. I'm laughing. Okay. So what are you doing exactly? Are you preparing to? What are you preparing to do?
Well, Clark's gonna rest for the night, and he figures we'll take off in the morning.
Jude will spend the night both resting and setting up the cart and chatting with the others to make sure they understand where they're going next and what their plan is. Although I will be stepping AFK just briefly.
So question: who is going with Threnody to go deal with Jack?
I recall we were saying Pulse would,
Pulse.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Pulse.
and Oswin would to
Science.
drive the cart.
Okay. Well, Pulse roll me science, and can someone roll me a d20 for Threnity's medical?
All right, and I have a feeling that she would want to use Miracle Worker for this.
I believe I had it where she already did Miracle Worker on like.
Oh!
Fuck.
Oh, don't even need to buy mine up.
Nope. So you're able to make it your way through the robots. You basically get them to see that you are not a threat. Anyway, and you. Ooh, whoa.
Is it me?
Yes, it is Bucky.
Damn it. I'll keep
Oh.
muted unless I'm
Nice.
speaking.
That's
Nice.
all right now. But it was like you just threw your phone out the window.
Yeah, it's like you unplugged your mic or something.
I did not. I just pulled my computer closer to me.
It,
Okay.
Oh, you may have like caught the fan or something. It was pretty loud.
Probably.
There's no fan in this room.
No, on
You
the computer.
caught something loud.
The fan of the computer.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
It's
I'll-
fine now.
Yeah, I've got some. It's not on my table as it usually is because there's food on my table. But once I've finished eating, I'll move my computer there. Anyways,
So that I know Dali's not here, but so that everyone knows, because Oswin's probably there and Pulse is there. You inject the serum into Jack. There is one small issue. There needs to be a catalyst, and the catalyst it has to be incredibly. Basically, it has to be viral itself to spread the cure as quickly as his body produces the disease. The only thing of that sort that you have is FEV.
I'll message Dally, I guess. See what she thinks.
We could also take this later when Danny comes back. Or
Yeah, we could wait till
day.
we could wait till Dally comes back.
Yeah, I guess we can kind of go back in time, I suppose, or I don't know.
I think I'd already discussed this with Dali that the FEV was going to have to be used.
Okay. Yeah, just I was already in the middle of messaging her one thing to summarize what's been happening. Just let me finish that, and then I'll tell her what we got here. Let's see here. See. All right, let's see. Threnody got to Jack's vault. Hunter says that currently the only way to get the cure working properly is to use the FEV on him.
Not a lot, not enough to like deal with serious damage.
Not a lot of FEV.
But you still have to use it.
Enough to deal serious damage, but still have to use it. There we go.
Would
All right,
also be able to buy it up to make it better.
She says Thren will use some FEV then, however much she needs.
It's not a lot. It's basically enough to like jumpstart the cure because the issue with Jack is that he is septic, which for those that do not know medical terms means his entire body is infected to the point that the infection's in his bones, which makes it incredibly hard to cure. And the other thing is that when you deal with a normal infection, you can target a location and destroy all of the virus that's in that one location. But when your entire body is infected, you clear, like, say, the leg, it immediately starts getting infected again because the rest of the body is also infected. So you need something to cause the cure to multiply fast enough to counteract the entirety of his infection. And the only thing that aggressive in the Fallout universe is FEV.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, Mike's weird again.
Damn it.
Oh, bloody hell.
Sorry, jeez.
And it's back to normal.
Okay, there. I hope that fixed it. Okay. So yeah. Ow. She said that once Jack has been treated for sepsis, she is going to basically give him the choice. If he wants to stay, she will put him back in stasis, or she will take him back to the followers. She's not going to force him to leave, but at least now he won't die.
He's bored, so he's gonna go to the followers.
That's fair. All right. He is bored. He's gonna go to the followers.
I mean, he's been basically going through the same, 10 scenarios for the last 200 years. He's bored.
Yeah, he's bored. He's gonna go to the followers.
He wants to leave. He wants to leave his room and go out and play with friends.
Right. And I know Dally's not here to roleplay right now, but I would say probably that if she was, Threnody would, have a gentle bedside manner with him, all
of course.
Everything's a bit different outside now. Now you're gonna have a lot to get used to.
No, yeah, because Thren's totally the person to smack a kid upside the head and be like, now listen.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that this conversation probably happened. I don't mean to make assumptions for Dally, but like, I mean, I feel like I know well enough that that's probably how the conversation would go.
Yeah, Fen would probably be very gentle with the whole thing, and you get Jack back to the vault, not the vault, the followers,
Mhm.
and of course he's probably introduced to Red and Trick and Q and Joker. King. Yeah, Joker. It was Joker.
Joker. It was Joker.
Yeah.
Clark nervously waves at him and he goes, "Hi. Do you remember me at all?"
He, like, tilts his head. Am I supposed to?
I mean, no, that's a good thing.
Okay.
Basically, Clark's just like, I'm
And
the
the-
guy that kicked you in the nuts.
And then he gets dragged off by the other kids to go play.
All right. Clark sighs with relief and he's like, "Good. I was afraid I'd still be that guy that kicked him in the nuts."
Somewhere off in the distance, you hear. And then,
Clark just scrambles and dives to hide under the cart.
The frantic sound of waddling, very rapid waddling.
the exact that I use as roll reflexes.
Oh my god. Why does this keep happening? Okay, reflexes. Alright. Roll d20 plus 3. Oh no!
And he nat 20. So you're like, oh no! And then you just get a ball of pink feathers in the face and you're knocked onto the ground. And Kevin cuddles you.
Clark goes, "I don't even have pancakes!"
I love the new Kevin.
But like, I just don't understand what happened to him. What is this?
I think you mixed up that sentence. I think you meant, what is he?
Yeah. What is Kevin?
He's a flamingo.
He is not.
So,
He is not.
Well, no, he's not. He's a Radmingo.
Anyways,
he's a flamingo.
Fevmingo. Once the cart's back, Clark's gonna climb in and flop on his spot.
Okay. So basically, y'all heading out now. Y'all ready?
I mean, I suppose so.
Fun fact, pulse leveled.
Oh, sweet. Tell me what you pick up.
What rolls were making on level?
D6 for stats and a D8 for health.
Fuck.
You want a DM?
Reroll.
Do you want a DM reroll? No, you already used it. Damn.
Yeah. Wow. Oh well.
That's fine. What, you already have 100 intelligence? That's basically your main stat anyway. By now, it's just like, what else should I make 100? So, yeah. Yeah, it should definitely be well, considering what I have planned. So, you begin heading southeast.
Hunter,
Yes.
is it because we have to roll will while we're being tortured?
No. Just look.
What?
So you begin heading southeast, and you start making your way through like the buildings, whatnot, and you can see off in the distance the three buildings towering over the smaller buildings, and you can actually see that the high-tech building doesn't appear to have anyone else working on it now, but is definitely many stories shorter than it was previously.
Looks like they done took care of this place.
Whatever rage was fueling the demolition of the tower finally probably petered out, and so they're like, "That's not worth it." But we did good.
Clark stares and he goes, "Good riddance."
You can still see the massive fuck off hole you made.
Clark grins and points.
Yeah.
Hey, we
The
did
big-
that.
The peekaboo hole.
That was me. I
Um,
did that.
And as you're getting closer to Tower City, Mary kind of looks over at it and is like, "What's that?" She's like
That's
looking
a
up
place
at it.
where that's a place where a bunch of rich assholes live.
Yeah, we just got to get there to get some information from a friend of ours.
Oh,
We're kind of superheroes. Wait, hold on. I've been saving that speech for my daughter. And you are not my daughter. So,
I would presume so.
I mean,
Time travel.
he gives
Oh
Claire a
no,
look.
fuck that nonsense.
And he goes, anyways. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be heading to fight some evil motherfuckers in a little bit, so we need all the help we can get. So yeah, we're stopping by Tower City to get some info on them from a friend.
okay. She looks over at one of the other two big buildings and is like, "What about that one?" And she points to Mr. Aries.
Oh,
That's a
that's
brothel.
yeah.
Brothel. Oh, that's a big brothel.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Well, it's not
And,
just a brothel. It's a it's a kind of a hotel place to hang out. Entertainment facility. There's a gym. There's a pool. They got everything there.
It's
That was
basically a
good.
fuck spa.
Yeah, what Jude
Pretty
said.
much. It's a good
Oh.
place.
And she points to the half demolished high tech tower.
That
That's a
was
place
me.
we done blew to hell.
Oh,
And then a whole bunch of people ripped it apart.
I
But
shot
only
a
after we
giant.
was done.
I shot an AI with a very small gun that ultimately did not do a very small projectile.
you still have said very small gun.
I still have that said small gun.
I believe you have 2 shots left on that, right?
Yep.
Good. One for the enemy and one you can save for yourself. Just the ultimate, like, well, we're fucked. Zombie
One for
apocalypse
that.
happened? Great.
One for Lazarus and one for emergencies.
One foot. Just line up every single motherfucker in the entire wasteland in like a line. And just pull the trigger. Just take them all out in one shot.
Boom.
Well, there goes my campaign.
Now, how do we get them all in a line?
Let's set up a stand.
Let's
and
do a line dancing competition.
No. We'll set up a stand, like a little shop, and it'll be selling something that evil people want.
This is like trying to figure out how to do the peasant railgun, except with villains.
So like we'll sell something. It'll be a stand, and we'll be selling something, so they'll all have to line up to buy it, and then we'll shoot them. Anyways,
I'm just answering a question.
fair.
Hatter?
Sorry, I'm just answering a question.
Oh, sorry, Derp.
Anyway, so you continue to travel, and you make it to Tower City. They seem much better defended, and they seem to have more people now as guards. They seem to be even more better off than they were before.
Clark rolls his eyes, hops out of the cart, and starts to head in.
They will take all of your weapons.
Clark, you know,
Per usual.
cannot argue.
Jude will say, I know y'all like taking weapons, but I ain't so sure you're gonna be able to separate me from these guns.
Flex.
Yep.
Clark rolls his eyes.
No, just those, and they're gonna take cash and check.
Jude looks heartbroken. If there's
Hey,
so
you'll get 'em
much as
back.
there's so much as a scratch on them when I get up out of here, you are gonna have hell to pay.
Yeah. Something happens to these. Something happens to you.
Meh. Jude frowns.
Yeah, no, they're like, whatever. Like, what are you gonna do? But they let you in as long as you don't have weapons on you. You can keep all the ammo, you just can't have the weapons. And you make it to the radio repairman. And when you come in, he's like, so this business or business?
Yeah, we're here to talk with.
Okay. He's gonna, when you all get in, he gets up and comes over and puts the close sign up. He walks to the back and he's waiting for the elevator. And you're all just kind of like standing there waiting. And down the hall, you notice a security guard rounds the corner and sees you all. And he looks at you.
Glances.
Clark is watching him.
He looks at you and he starts making his way towards you. When the repair guy, he like steps forward and he goes, "Hey, it's okay, they're with me." And the guard's like, "Fine." He turns back around and goes away, but he keeps his eye on you.
Clark waves happily goodbye.
He glares at you like suspiciously.
Clark looks sad. Clark's just like, I just wanted a new friend.
I wanted to undertell you. And you get into the elevator. There's a little like hidden keyhole. He turns the key on it and flips open a panel. He hits the button and you start to descend into the bowels of Tower City. And then you arrive in the bottommost basement and you open it up and you go through like a hallway and two sets of doors. And before you is the massive room of Smack Talk. And when you enter, a Mr. Handy like suckles you and he goes, "Oh, Mr. Smack Talk is talking, but the Mr. Handy suckling you and like looking at you and Smack Talk goes, "Oh, glad to see that you're here."
Glad to see you too. Afraid we ain't gonna be able to stay forever though.
Yep, perfectly understandable. Now, here's what I have so far on one Lazarus and Lazarus Labs, and Mr. Handy comes over with a stack of what appears to be newspaper articles. And I've linked it in chat. Oh, I have an anonymous chinchilla and hedgehog.
I am a chinchilla.
Sure.
And a liger.
I'm the last one.
Nice. Oh, and an iguana and an orangutan. Huh. That means someone, either Dali or Andrea, are looking at it. Anywho, for the audience, it has such tantalizing newspaper articles such as Lazarus Labs lays down the law, Green Path Aid grows needy community, Help to the helpless, the Lords of Lexington, and First Time for Everything.
What's up with these edits and some of these things? Are they things you added when you was still acting on your programming?
Yes. And since these were already printed, I was not printed, but since these are the rough copies and are physically existing, I could not alter them to give you the original copies. That does mean that the article Lords of Lexington was never published. And this is the only rough draft possibly known to man.
Damn.
It is possible that there is a copy left on it of whatever computer, of whatever reporter was doing it, but this is the only copy that I know of.
Would it be acceptable for me to try and read at least one of these out loud?
Go ahead.
Lazarus Labs lays down the law. Anti-war statements annoy, crossed out, confound peacekeepers after a, changed to an, lackluster, crossed out, uproarious display by the city residents in response to the country's declaration of crossed out war and the annexation of Canada. Our inside sources revealed to us that Lazarus Labs, the crossed out beginning, the leading industrial head of medical advances and technologies, not crossed out ends, has given a statement to its employees. Please keep all proximation of war favoritism to a minimum. Our unnamed source also says that the statements brought up crossed out a distressing number of red flags among the newly employed peacekeepers. It continues, be mindful that not all employees are in favor of the war, including but not limited to higher position members of the company. Crossed out, remember, we are here to save people, not kill them. Peacekeepers were seen entering the premises of Lazarus Labs building early in the morning and weren't seen leaving until late afternoon. Sources are unconfirmed, but it is believed that several members of LL's high position and representatives were going to be arrested, crossed out, but making a rare appearance, Lazarus himself arrived and stated, if you arrest my employees, then arrest me first. But know that while I am away from this building, none here will work on anything, including the massive load asked for by your boss, Anderson. You will have to answer to him. End of crossed out. It is still unknown at this time if repercussions will be brought to LL or Lazarus himself. So apparently, Lazarus was either pretty anti-war or pretty good at acting like it.
Well,
Unless I've severely misunderstood that.
Is that in or out of character?
That was out of character.
No, that's about right. That's basically what this is about, is like Lazarus himself was like, yeah, no, I don't like the war. I don't like my employees rooting for the war either, so yeah. And Smack Talk does pipe up and he says most of the other articles such as Green Path Aid grows needy community and Help to the helpless are other examples of Lazarus's supposed help of the community.
Now that's odd.
Yeah, Clark looks skeptical, to say the least.
Would anyone else like to read anything?
I thought I could read more, but nah, I can't.
Okay.
I will look through the other things.
Yeah, I think it's good to like look through the other stuff, but I don't think we need to read everything aloud.
That at the very least gives them an idea of the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And the last article is a interview with one Lazarus himself. And as the article does state, no one else has ever had an interview with him. So these are like the only statements directly from the man himself. Smack Talk also says, I've also been looking into, as you requested, any such information on relating to Candy. I also spread the search parameters into Candy Corp and any other adjacent corporations or activities. He's going to also give you some newspapers and news things about Lazarus, but because this happened last week, I have not had time to write any articles. You'd be surprised that these 5 articles about Lazarus took me like 3 weeks just to get like the tone and the way of writing down. Did I hear someone like a strangled noise?
Right now I'm reading the interview. I was just going,
No, I could have heard someone. I heard someone go, like they were shocked at something. And they wanted to say something. I really wanted to hear someone was wanting to say something. Where are you at with the interview, Bucky?
It has been a curiosity that both I and our readers would like to know. What do you believe in? You are not Christian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that entire question and answer has been omitted.
Interesting.
Also, it's interesting that he said, since I don't think this question will be in your final writings, I'll be honest.
Huh.
Like he knew it wouldn't come up.
Yeah.
And now we have an anonymous squirrel, so the entire gang's here.
Oh, did he just flirt with the interviewer?
Oh, did you read the last question?
Yes.
Yes. That is how that is how it comes across. Yes, he was flirting with the interviewer.
Are you kidding me? Okay. All right.
Wow, you read through that pretty quick.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't read everything. I was like, I'm gonna read the interview, and so yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, you read the interview quickly because you were like on the curiosity question, and I was like still reading through half of it when you made the comment about him flirting with a woman. I'm like, oh yeah. Wow, you read that quick.
Yeah, I'm a pretty quick reader.
The Lords of Lexington. How do you feel about that? I'll admit Lord Lazarus has a ring to it.
Yeah, but I don't want to rule anyone.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty nice guy, all things considered.
Yeah, but like, what is happening? Why is he? I guess we'll find out. Okay.
Now remember, it is 200 years later. People can change. Also, your assumptions that this Lazarus and your Lazarus are the same people might be wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
It might just be someone.
Maybe it's his descendant or something.
Maybe. Actually, you know what? Clark, roll me intelligence.
Okay, my intelligence is 55, so...
Ooh.
Yes.
Is that a critical for you?
No, it's not.
Oh, damn.
I mean, it could be if you want it to be. Are you typing?
No, I'm gonna copy paste.
Mm.
I suspect that this comment stands out to you.
We cannot make a man immortal while our government is figuring.
We cannot make a man immortal, and yet they did. And you're friends with him. Well, air quotes, friends.
Some of us are friends.
Yeah. Some of them are on a tenuous relationship at best.
Yeah, Clark is going to point that out big time. He's going to, he's going to point out this passage, and he's going to point at we cannot make a man immortal, and he goes, unless it's Steve, huh?
Go fucking figure.
Well,
seems like a very odd statement to make, isn't it?
Yeah. Which means he wouldn't have tried. Which means it is a different guy.
Or he tried to get the after it was proven.
Maybe. Anyway, Clark goes, thanks for this, Smack. We really do appreciate it.
Of course. Now, Eli was gone for this, but Smack does say that he also did a search on all of his information on Candy and Candy Corp and all other corporations, like, tangentially related.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you kindly.
But because you asked for this a week ago, and considering that these 5 articles took me like 3 weeks to write, there was no way that I would write, because Candy would be in the news way more than Lazarus. There's no way I would even remotely touch on the amount of things that Candy is in on. So if there's any information that you want, go ahead and ask it.
It's perfectly fair to say that there's just a big fuck off pile of papers.
Yeah,
And
I can give you a couple that I know for a fact would be there, but I wouldn't be able to give you a word for word description.
Fair. At the very least, if Jude sees that big fuck off pile of papers, they whistle lowly and say, I don't want to sound like I don't appreciate it, because I do.
At which point another Mr. Handy comes over and slides like another 3 inches of paper on top of the pile.
Oh my god.
Oh no, fuck that.
And it floats away.
Clark picks up the pile, falls because it's a big pile and he is a noodle. And carefully gets back up holding the pile, and he says, we'll read these on the way.
Understand. If there's any other information you need,
You'll read those. I ain't going through that shit.
Thanks.
I really
Jude.
do appreciate it, Smack, but fuck that.
Well,
understandable.
in any
That is a
case,
large amount of reading. By my calculations, to get through every piece, it would take roughly 3 weeks. Is there any other information that you would like? I might be able to get some off of basic information.
I can't think of anything. Can you guys?
He says something.
Sorry.
He does speak up. He says, it might be worth of note that the phrase sassafras and seraph were code phrases used to tell my previous self to focus on that wording specific.
Huh.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
I bring it
Thank
up
you.
because of the interview he had. It does state Sassafras and Seraph.
And Clark flips through and checks.
He begins the answer of "It's been a curiosity" with Sassafras and ends with Seraph.
Yeah, I see that.
Aside from that, I don't believe I have any other information unless you specifically ask.
I can't really think of anything, but thanks, Smack.
Of course.
I'd hug you if, you know, if you had a body.
I would hug you too.
Aw, thanks.
Jude will just muss Clark's hair.
Clark hugs Jude.
Jude will give them a one-armed hug.
Are we ready to go, guys, or?
I reckon so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't rightly like being without my cash and check.
Okay.
Also, just because I love the idea, did you read the question about what he likes to drink?
Yeah.
Whiskey. Or vodka.
The last one, if it's a social event.
Wine.
Or I particularly like that one. I think I'm clever.
Hey, I think you're clever too.
Okay, so with that, you can leave Tower City.
All right. What time is it in the game?
Probably getting... One moment. Probably 5 o'clock-ish.
So Clark sits down in his spot and he's like, okay, so I've been thinking, just double checking with you guys to see if you all agree. I don't this is me out of character, not remembering if we discussed this or not. Do you guys want to go back to Emerald Hills? I mean, believe me, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I don't want to rush you guys, but but at the same time, we're gonna be going somewhere pretty scary, and I know I want to say bye to Riley just in case.
The issue here, out of character, is that Dally is not here.
Well, also, Dally has said that Threnody wants to, spend a bit of time with her family, too. So
I figured that was the case.
yeah, so, she, I recall that she has said before, out of character, and I believe in character, that Threnody is down for heading to Emerald Hills as well, so...
Okay.
I'll message her real quick to double check, but yeah, I'm pretty...
I do believe that's what she said, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll message her to double check, but yeah, that's...
Dally away with issues. I'm not sure how much further we can go.
Yeah?
Oh, Dally actually is listening.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Dally. She says hi.
Hi.
Um,
Oh, good. At least she can hear what's going on. And there's still 4 people in my newspaper articles. Yay. I'm
Alright,
I'm way more proud of these than I should be.
So, Dally, since you're listening, am I correct in saying that Threnody does want to go to Emerald Hills? Yes, she does.
Then Jude would be happy going there as well, since they got to meet with their kid.
Right. How long is it gonna take us in character to get there?
Oh Jesus. 3 days.
Well, I guess.
Want to have a random encounter?
Please no. Not
Well...
Not without our medic at top form.
Just some ghouls out of nowhere attack you and you kill them all on spec.
Oh.
It's like, roll initiative. Cool, you go before the ghouls, they're dead.
Okay.
Well, I mean...
I don't know, I could just use the XP.
Oh my god.
You XP farmer. Oh my god.
Could we do that?
Gotta
Could we
get that XP, man.
farm?
Okay, hold up now. Andrew's not here to tell you this, but there was a way to farm XP in the very first mission I ever did in a fantasy setting, because it was always the same, just to like see how the characters play out. And in my system, a zombie, you get points for killing it, but if you don't stab it in the head after so many rounds, it gets back up. And then you kill it again, and you get more XP, and then you wait a couple rounds to get back up, and then you stab it again until it dies, and you get more XP, and then it stands back up. So he would just like chain this zombie like between the three of them.
Also, real quick, Andrea found a picture of me and Andrea.
Uh-oh. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I can totally see Bucky being a basset hound.
I'm not sure that's a basset hound.
Is it? Okay.
It's definitely a hound dog, but like I don't think it's a basset. But anyways,
Hound dog.
you ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Thank you. Yeah, so what do y'all want to do?
I don't really think there's anything to do but travel, I suppose.
And with that in mind, might it be best to keep this a shorter session and see how everyone's doing it next week when we get to Emerald Hills?
Oh, hold on, Deli's saying something.
Oh, alright.
Deli says, I mean, if people don't want to go to Emerald Hills, I'm flexible, I don't know. Right now, the vote is, and Andrea just messaged me too, like, since I'm keeping her in the loop as well. Oswin is for Emerald Hills, Clark is for Emerald Hills, Threnody is for Emerald Hills.
And Jude kind of is too.
I think
I think the
Pulse would definitely
decision is
recognize that Emerald Hills is very important to a lot of people.
Mhm.
So she's very okay with going there.
Maybe we can end the session with the party arriving there 3 days later. I don't know.
Well, as you begin to travel, during one day, you see something off in the distance. Well, actually, everyone roll me perception.
Oh, fucking great.
Oh dear.
okay.
I'll buy that up with luck if I need to. Let me know.
Calpo.
Actually, it's not mine, that.
God dang it, Pulse.
That was such a bad roll, and yet it's still higher than Clark.
Okay, so clearly the only
Right.
person that sees it is
Do I need
Jude.
Do I need to buy it up, though?
I'm kidding.
Okay,
Nah, you don't have to. Long gun of the law.
I'm going to the lol.
Yeah. Claire sees it first, then Pulse, then Clark, and then Jude. Off in the distance, there was like a what you would like consider a cloud of dust, just right like a cloud of like dust that is like being kicked up. But whatever is making this is moving at tremendous speed, like not in your direction. Well, it's kind of in your direction, but not directly at you. It's like your path is going to cross at some point, but it is just kicking up massive
general
amounts.
area.
Yeah, it's kicking up massive amounts of dust and dirt into the air, and so much so it's just made this wall of a dust cloud that you can't see past.
That don't look good.
Guess we wait for that to blow by, maybe.
It's actually heading from the west to the east, so it's coming like from the general directions of Emerald Hills or like the Crucible or that side of the map towards like Lazarus Labs or North Lexington. And it goes by. Do you stop or do you keep going?
Wait a sec. Clark, when he sees this, he's gonna use his binoculars to get a better look.
Roll perception, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be real hard.
Nice.
So,
Oh.
so as you like to zoom in on the very beginning of the cloud that's whipping by, you can see like glints of metal and like glints of metal and like really shiny metal, and like the roar of the sparks of engines, and as you like zoom in on it, everyone can hear off from the distance.
Are you fucking kidding me, Hunter?
Papyrus!
Oh, that dude.
You can, with the binoculars, you can see that he is standing 1 foot up on like his dashboard, fists on his hips, scarf flapping in the wind behind him. There's like a smaller dude like sitting like on the edge of the.
Is
like,
he in a blue hoodie?
Like clearly not like actual seat. He's just like side saddling one of the like engines, and he's like wearing this like blue leather like motorcycle jacket, and he's wearing like this helmet that's been painted with like a skull. A grinning skull motif, except the like left eye of the visor's been shattered, and you can just see like this fierce blue eye behind it.
Yeah,
and he just looks like he's smiling and he's looking at you guys, as it just.
Jude just cups their hands around their ears, and their face just goes flat.
He's
You
just
gotta be-
staring as he just goes past. He's like, what? What?
Clark stares and he goes, "Is this some kind of omen?"
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I don't know who that was, but he looked pretty awesome.
Okay, well,
He was pretty great.
I'm ready to go when you guys are.
Hmm.
And you continue on your way. And you know what I realized? Steve hasn't shown up in ages.
It's funny because I was literally just thinking about Clark going, "Steve, is this an omen?" But then I just kept it to, "Is this an
I was
omen?"
literally thinking of when you said omen, he shows up and goes, "No, I don't know what the hell this means." Like, well, who the hell is
Dude.
that guy? Oh, he's a side project. Don't worry about him.
Do it, Hunter, do
No,
it.
no, because no one summoned him, and Steve's busy doing other things. Something has occurred somewhere else in the wasteland, and he's now very much preoccupied. But if you summon him, he will show up.
Mhm.
I almost gave away the secret there. Anyway, with that, You spend several days traveling. Everything seems surprisingly calm. Like there's nothing happens to you aside from the weird ass guy. Nothing else happens really, and you make it all the way to Emerald Hills.
Clark immediately goes for the Green Mile.
And we will call the session there.
Okie doke.
All right. Thank you very much, babe.
Okay, I'll go ahead and stop the stream.